What's my thoughts on blue lights and do I run them? I personally am not a fan of blue lights. Okay, so when they say blue lights, I'm talking about in the realm of Pennsylvania, where volunteer firefighters can run blue lights to emergency scenes. I hate to even use the term emergency lights because they're really courtesy lights. There's really no special driving privilege that comes with blue lights. It's more as if you're driving somewhere and say the person in front of you, they want to let you go, they'll pull over so you get there a little bit quicker. Most people do not run them legally. So in order to legally run blue lights in Pennsylvania, you have to actually have your chief has to submit a list to the closest Pennsylvania State Police barracks. So you have to actually have permission to run those blue lights. Most people I know who have them, they just kind of throw them in their car and just kind of. Now there's a little difference to where if you are generally a chief officer in certain departments, where you can actually run red lights and siren. So if you have blue lights, you cannot put a siren in your car. The addition of that siren is actually what will give you those additional driving privileges. In order to have a siren in your car, you actually have to register your vehicle as an emergency vehicle. This will give you permission to run red lights and siren 2 calls, to be able to run red lights and sirens on scene. Now, the reason why I'm not really a super big fan of blue lights is I do see a lot of people who abuse blue light privileges, so they will try to run through red lights or try to run through stop signs with those blue lights. So I think it just kind of creates a little bit more of a danger when you have people kind of running recklessly like that. Now, there could be a good use to them, say in places like rural areas, to where you might have like a pretty decent trek to your station, and if you have a car that's kind of going like pretty slow in front of you, if you have that courtesy and they decide to let you go, I mean, that might give you a little bit more time to get to the station quicker. Now, where I live, where there is a lot of red lights, I will say you look kind of stupid just sitting there with your blue lights on, and a lot of the general public doesn't really know that the blue lights are just a courtesy too. So like sometimes they will actually stop if they have the green light to let you go, but really it's actually illegal for you to go through that red light because you don't really get those privileges unless you have a siren with your vehicle. And again, you cannot run blue lights and siren. That's my opinion on blue lights. I guess certain areas that can be useful.